fake incest couple shot for being the Antichrist. And people will say, what the hell is wrong with their title? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. They are fake incest. And they are also the Antichrist. Because they're evolving AI tech to the point where apparently doomsday happened. Well, not nearly. I think what happened at the end of the last episode was the meteor showers. The meteor showers that I said was foreshadowed in the TV background. Remember, exposition of crazy events happening during a casual news scene is really important. I think that like meteor shower basically just like took over the world, like some dinosaur age, you know, reset happening, and now our main character has come out of the cryogenic chamber that his sister put him in because she also was like doing cryogenic stuff, right? First episode of the 0th episode I think was pretty unique and interesting. Is it unique though? Not really, if you think about it in terms of like how much these like AI doomsday, you know, science fictions happens, but still it's like you have this kid who lost his family, gets taken in by foster parents, and now he wants to fuck his foster sister, but the sister wants it down bad too, and there's a constant, you know, talk about should we evolve technology or not, and they do, and while doing so someone tries to assassinate the sister, and then boom, both shots, hey, he's in a worse state than possible. And then, boom, we're into the future now where he comes out and it's looking like humanity is gone. Let's see what is happening in the first episode, though. The cock sensor. Because you gotta put you in the cryogenic tube. Or actually, no, there was no need. The sister just wanted to put him naked in the cryogenic tube, bro. Look at those bullet wounds. Whoa! Like, doesn't it look like asteroids hit it? You know, if you look at the land, these little holes, I really think that like asteroids came down and then boom, civilization just got demolished, and now everything is just like, you know, gone, and that's why there's greenery everywhere, because there's so many pesky, cancerous humans around. Shout out to JC staff. Oh, wait, we got a blonde girl. Did you really forget everything? Oh shit, new language? Wise one? There was an earthquake that caused the ruins to collapse. The wise one's cock is out. You can't say that. That's the wise one. What are you doing? Weenie. Chinkle. Penis. The woman who sailed the soul. Interesting. So they like worship this guy maybe, huh? All this time. This naked dude in a cryogenic chamber. And like in this culture, they're like, oh, this is the wise one. Why? Because this is a remnant of the past that may have information. Because it seems like civilization has reset. You look at their clothing, you look at, you know, there's like the land around us. I think technology has just done a hard server reset. We're back into the Stone Ages, man. Edie. Hello. Edie's so cute. You, bro? A god? Man, history does really repeat itself over and over again, huh? Basically, all you have to do is combine uneducated people who are desperate and give them something foreign or unknown. And the uneducated, uncultured monkeys will come up with delusions in their own head and worship objects, foreign objects, whatever. It's like, oh, the wise one. Oh, Kami-sama. You know? Happens over and over again in our human. It's literally coded into our DNA. Damn, how many years? Oh well, supervising. They do have soldiers here though in the background, you know? Even though they're not wearing traditional clothing. Wonder if that is like a specific subsection of elites that are hiding knowledge and technology, because they do seem to have like guns, right? I think they do. Like, look at their clothing. It's fundamentally different. And it must be OL that they're talking about. What about his sister, though? Isn't this great, though? It's terrible? I think it's fantastic. You have horses, dogs, wolves, foxes, whatever, all just chilling. Look at them chilling, bro. And the greenery is coming back. The world is healing. And why is the world healing? Because the fucking filthy humans are gone. Because, like, listen, you may think that, like, we are, like, beholden to this planet because, like, we exist here. But no, we suck. We are literally cancer to this planet. We are the reason why this planet is fucking dying. Because, like, think about it, right? All we do is take in the natural resources and pollute the air in order to, like, just enhance our civilization through technological advancements, right? But that, like, causes so much damage to the planet. It's better if the planet's gone. Like, have you seen zombie apocalypse movies? Look at the fucking environment. It looks pretty peaceful because the goddamn humans are gone. What happened to sister? What's that name again? Is that our last name? Tourist spots? Okay. Memories are slowly coming back. Bro really thinks this is a dream. Also, how the hell did the language start to change? He just understands their foreign language? Is this a DLC pack that's been downloaded? I thought he couldn't hear them or understand them. Now they're conversing. Maybe I just forget that? It doesn't matter? Wait, this is bothering me. Why is this one monkey spamming L take in chat? Who are you? L take because, oh, that's now our average age is now 35 and L take. Who are you arguing with? Are you upset that I said that humans are cancer to the planet? Are you really arguing against this? Am I getting one guide right now? Like, are you really arguing with the idea that humanity is cancer to the planet? You think human beings aren't... You're arguing for the quality of life of humans getting better. What are you arguing about? No, genuinely, I'm confused. Your point is the average age, the quality of life of humans are shittier now. No shit, because there's no fucking modern medicine or technology. That the planet is doing better because the humans aren't fucking raping the planet of its also resources like for technological advancements. That's why the fucking average age is shitty here. What are you? Am I arguing with the retard right now? Wait. I am arguing with the retard right now. Okay, I'll stop wasting your time. We're wasting everyone's time right now. Holy shit, what a dumbass. No shit, this is nothing special. It looks cozy though. The common era. Internet. They don't know about internet. But it's kind of interesting, huh? How like they still reset to this tribalistic clothing. You know? Like, isn't this like the most like stereotypical like just like first like early civilization clothing and their overall aesthetics? But I guess it's because of the simple ingredients or like the simple material that you could gather, like feathers and stuff. I don't know. It's funny how like these futuristic, you know, cavemen look like past cavemen. Or it's the author's limitation of unoriginal aesthetic design of like prehistoric people in modern civilization or into the future.
その西暦という時代は
にわかには信じられない話。
まさにアキラ様こそがその証拠だ。俺は実際どれだけの年月を
Couple hundred.
でしょうか。
それは
Couple hundred.
我々は歴史を閲覧する権利を持っていない。
And imagine who does have historic access rights. The super elites, right? We need to go find them. There's definitely people who are hiding the technology and the information in order to remain in power, while the peasants stay in blind ignorance, worshipping deities and gods.
歴史の閲覧に権利。完全に異物
A
扱い。
relic. Ooh. Is this
報告しな
taboo?
いとまずいだろう。
Okay.
報告オーウェルです。
Orwell mentioned again. The group.
人ですか。
いえ、世界を管理する統一機構のことです。
国はどうなっているんですか。
What's in Japan?
時代にあった地域の名称ですよね。国という地域管理形態はオーウェルが
国がない。
Orwell just rules over the planet instead now?
オーウェルって組織の力は国以上ってことか。
One second. Okay. So OL definitely are the people who had the technology and the information about the past. And rather than just like, man, so basically a server reset happens in the world and like this small group of people with all the power and influence just take over the entire planet now.
管理によって戦争のないるんですよ。
World peace. Wow. Great.
それは
That's a
素晴らしいで
utopia.
す。
アキラは今何歳なの？
I don't know.
18だけど眠っていた期間を計算に入れたら何歳だ。なあ兄貴、オーウェル管理局に。
でも目覚めたばかりで何もわからないアキラ様を
He's
引
gonna
き
get
渡す
taken
の
away by
兄貴はア
OL.
キラ様だけだろ。
Yeah, duh.
そんなことは。
ウィア、村
I love this. I love settings like this. There's another show that I watched the other day called Silo. And the premise of the Silo is basically human civilization, history is erased. And all the people know is that they've been living in this underground silo. And they're told by the leaders of the silo, the outside world, it's dangerous. You go outside, you will die immediately. And there's this crazy weird propaganda happening where people are forced to stay in the silo in order for their protection. But there's a small group of people thinking, what's actually outside? What happened in the past? Right? So similar to this, basically, they don't want people to know of the past. True information of the history, because that gives away the power, right? The boogeyman, the Wizard of Oz, the Orwell, right? The people with power doesn't want the masses to know about the truth. So now it's like taboo. It's illegal. It's illegal to seek out relics. It's illegal to, you know, think about like the knowledge of the past.
全体のリスクを考えろ。一歩間違えば処罰案件だぞ。
How so?
兄貴、どうなったか思い出せ。
What happened?
もう肝っ玉の小さいいい加減に教え。
I love
ア
this
キラさ
premise.
んは案があるんだ。この時代になれるまでうちで預かるかへの報告はしない。
This entire village wants to be crucified, burned down because they were hiding a relic. Right? In terms of like what is most threatening to OL, it's Akira's existence. And if these people are not going to report that, they don't need to know, like, y'all gonna fucking all die.
文句は言わせないよ。言わせないよ。イディ分かってるね。
Edie's gonna get beheaded. Edie's head is gonna be dripping down on a fucking spike as she's made an example of what not to do by the end of this episode, bro.
ああ、ごめんよ。
That baby gonna die too, bro. Am I crazy? And maybe I'm being too much of a doomer. But like, I straight up think, like, this cute little girl Edie, or even the baby down here, they're all fair game by the end of this episode.
そうよね。細かいことは気にしないで、うちでしばらくゆっくりしておくれ。
Alright,
はい。
let's just
ありが
chill.
とうございます。エスニック
The food was surprisingly better than it looks, yeah. I thought the food would be just unseasoned trash.
今は夏か。他にも集落がある。当たり前か。まだ夢を見てるみたいだ。
Bro still thinks he's dreaming. Are you serious?
父さん。
I guess it's quite shocking, huh? To wake up and everything is different. And it'd be so shocking that you would tell yourself that you're still dreaming. How much is it gonna take for him to realize he's not dreaming? When Edie and the baby are all fucking crucified? When this entire village gets murdered? It's the blonde girl from the intro scene. Is she part of OL?
よし。覚悟を決めろ。アキラ、ことをするんだ。まずは何とかして、トワサの手が。おはよう。イディ、頼みがあるんだけど。
ここは買い物とかするところ。ルナ。
Alright, village
つま
tour.
り市場か。文明レベルを。通貨もある。の価値を保証している証拠
There's
だ。
like a central bank. OL has it. Yeah.
今の法律や世界情勢、知りたいことが多すぎる。
What? When mom what? When mom puts these in her stew?
異常すぎる。
Alright, Edie, you wildin' out.
図書館とかないかな。本がいっぱい置いてあって。
Library.
なら学校にいい色ですね。
It's the blonde girl again.
ね、セットで空の色をモチーフにしてるの。
Why do I feel like this is Toa? It's the same female face design, but she's blonde instead. And Toa was not blonde. Future Toa? What's going
セ
on?
ルの幸運のお守りさ。
学校はどこにあるんだ？
はいよ。
すぐだよ。
といいことあるよ。
Yeah, maybe. This girl's just fucking lying out her ass. Yeah, good things will happen because you bought my charm so I can pay my fucking bills.
あるよ。
欲しい情報がの。OL って組織が情報統制
Oh,
している。
absolutely they are.
うん。ねえ、管理してる人たちに会うことはできるかな。
Mm.
イディ、
Yeah?
偉そうですぐに暴力を振るうし。
Oh, shit.
マジ。
それにこの村にはいないよ。
They're somewhere else. Death flags?
お、
More death flags?
私も早くシエラ欲しいな。
What?
なあ、イディ。あれは
Sealers?
何？全員女性だし。
All women? Wedding?
何それ。
Huh?
あれは
それは何？
だからエルシーだよ。好きな人シエラーになるやつ。
お、女性同士の結婚のこととか。
だから。
What? In this civilization, marriage only happens between women? Wait? What? It's just all Yuri couples only?
だから結婚って何？エルシーだって言ってるじゃん。
What?
それに
Man or woman?
あ
No.
あ、ごめん。それで。
So it just happens that it's all women there. But basically, it's marriage is not limited to just specific genders. Guys on guys, women on women, everything is possible here.
人たちはそのシエラーってやつになって
Elsie?
一緒に暮らす
Sealer?
の？子供を作ったり？
アキラ、エルシーを知らないんだ。
No, I don't know.
さあ、教えてくれよ。
Elsie.
そっか。うん、いいよ。
Okay.
いろんな組み合わせがあるの。
Mm,
男、
okay,
女同士
sure, sure.
男
Two men and a woman, any pairing, so it's not okay. Fuck the gender roles, fuck the numbers. It's anything you want. You got like 7 people all starting to be family together. Okay, sure, okay. Goddamn.
4人でエルシー
4
してる。
people.
女性同士で、しかも
How are they having kids though? How does that work, right? Cause like, listen, this is some progressive shit that I'm all for. Listen, you consenting adults that love each other regardless of what gender, how many people beyond monogamy, go ahead. But what about the kids though, huh? Like, how do you have the kids, right? Cause I'm sure population reproducing is still the same method. So like, wonder if there's services from a guys, right? Of like, okay, this is like a harem of like 4 women only, but they need to like rent out a guy so they can have a kid.
違うんだな。
Huh.
結婚ってエルシーみたいなもの？
Yeah.
一緒に生きていくことを誓うんだ。
でもしてない？
Idiot asking the real questions right now, huh? Wouldn't it be tough with only one other person? Bro, we should have multiple wives and husbands.
そうかな。
polygamy is very accepted here.
さんでもできるよ。
100人とかでも
Why not?
あとオーウェルが叱りに来るって父ちゃんが言ってた。
また
Why is OL scared? I feel like OL here is worried that like if enough people band together and like it's gonna cause like a movement, you know? This has less to do of like policing like how many loving partners you can have, but more of like that's too many fucking people together banded, you know, united.
ように来るって父ちゃんが言ってた。
つまりいろんな組み合わせで一緒に生きていく約束をすることをエルシー
Crazy.
父ちゃんとフォクトパパと
Group
母
of
ちゃ
three.
んの
Two papas, bro. She got a daddy and a papa.
父ちゃん
It's dad and Papa Vogt and mom. I feel like Papa Vogt is, you know, not her dad, right? Papa Vogt just, you know, is the bull and the mom is, you know, Iddy's dad just doesn't have enough girth. And Papa Vogt comes in and makes sure that mom is satisfied, but together all three can live in harmony, bro.
エルシーしてるよ。ほら行こうアキラ。
おまでが変化してるとはな。それに
Elsie.
LC 計画の概略
Oh, it is a reference. I thought I was forgetting something. It's a direct reference of stuff that happened before.
計画の概略
Oh.
どう思った？
人間のバージョンアップ3段はあるの
なんとなくね。トアサのアンドロイド開発にとって重要な布石となります。
Okay.
開発と人類の持つ未来への恐れというこちらにも有効な手よ。
This girl stole the Antichrist.
とはね
指輪だ。
有効
有効。でもね、アキラ。
Mm.
卒業してもいいんじゃない？
It's time to call me wife Toa, girlfriend Toa. All right.
カルチャーショック
I think at this point it's safe to assume OL is led by AI, right? I think that is the most intuitive and obvious guess. It still could be a group of people utilizing AI technology, but I wonder how much AI has gotten sentience and power over this entire place, and they're limiting, you know, and censoring information in order to nerf these humans because it's for their own good. If the goal is preserving the planet and not thinking about space colonization to expand our civilization, isn't this pretty good? Let me cook. You're gonna say, oh my god, they're gonna take our internet away. Oh my god, they're gonna take our smartphones away. But like, remember what I said about human beings are cancer to the planet? Yes, our material goods, our quality of life increases, but it comes at a cost of raping the planet of its natural resources, especially because we don't do it in a sustainable way. This is kind of in the other extreme spectrum though, where AI has now taken over and we are no longer, basically the monkeys can't even fight global wars, right? And I'm sure we're going to see dark sides of this happening, but now we have nerfed the monkeys such that they're not just like killing the planet, causing mass climate change, depleting it of its natural resources, nor are we, you know, creating weapons of mass destructions and going on war against other humans. The AI government has decided this is the necessary info that you need to know to just basically survive and thrive, and now you can collect plants and fruits and live in tribes and be happy. And find more purpose than just being a capitalist fucking slave, working, you know, being in the system just for GDP output. You know what I mean? I know that this might seem insane to you. That like, what are you talking about? But if the goal of the AI is to create a utopia and to preserve the planet, and we are basically the problem with it, to nerf human civilization down to this level where we can just collect fruits and be happy, it might not be a bad life. It might be a better life than just putting the fries in the bag and working all fucking days just to fucking pay rent. So that what? You can have this? That you can have the internet? And I love the modern life, right? I love my nice apartment and my air-conditioned high-speed internet and fucking, you know, iPhones and laptops and whatever. I like it, but this... Maybe the AI is cooking.
エルシーねでも
アキラさん
食べりなさ
父ちゃん。
Bro says it's unnatural. It feels unnatural? Like the concept of LCs or like this civilization? the unnatural part with the civilization, I agree. Because again, we didn't, like, the people here didn't come to terms with this on their own. They're forced to live like this by the ruling government.
アキラさん
食べりなさん。
父ちゃんどうしたの？
力を貸して。
ああ、吸気弁が曲がっちゃったんだな。
昨日の地震の時にだよ。
Oh, technology.
アキラ様。
はい。原因も分かったし。
He's a
なんとかな
handyman.
ると思います。
Oh. He's a god!
本当に直しちゃった。
Whoa!
昔から機械人。
Is this illegal? He snitched! He snitched! Ah, this motherfucker. Of course he snitched. But like, listen, you're gonna say L, you're gonna say snitch, loser, sure, but think about this. If this kept going, don't you think that the village could be actually all punished together? No, I understand how bad this looks, but if you really think about it, like, are you sure this is not a smart idea? You want to really hide this guy? Listen, I understand, like, there are good guys and bad guys that you think exist in this show, but like, if you think about like the potential risks of this entire village, this guy snitching might have just saved them their entire life. I mean, even in the last episode, what were we saying? Right? Like, we're all like, yay, Toa, yay, Akira, grow ship, yeah, we're so happy for you. And like the guy that ran down and shot the girl during the meeting, you guys were like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that. But like, what if he had a point? That like this bringing of AI is gonna cause like the downfall of like humanity. Like you know what I mean? Like, the immediate reaction is L snitch, but like, this guy might have saved this entire village. His drip is so different compared to everyone else.
彼がアキラ様です。
Bro looks like a space, like, I don't know. This dude looks like he's straight out of from fucking Code Geass. Look at his outfit. The clothing, the hairstyle, everything. It's so like futuristic, like Space Empire clothing.
彼がアキラ様です。
あんたまさか。
仕方ないだろう。
Nah, you had a choice and you made it. And that choice actually might be for the better of this village.
なるほどなるほど。お前がアキラとやらか。全知というのは本当のようだな。私は。
What is this racist ass fucking desert music happening right now, bro? Usually this soundtrack happens when we hit some sort of like sand region map in an isekai show. Fucking Arabian Nights ass sounding song. Percussus Canis. Very theatrical guy, huh? Holy shit, bro. Just say hello to the class and say your name. You're being a bit too much. Okay. Relic, that's right. An illegal relic.
なんだよそれ。
実土金は何であれ、オーウェルの幻覚なくておるのだ。やめてください管理官。邪魔をするなウェア。
Jesus Christ! That voice acting was actually elite. I love he casually just like giving an exposition, but also like leaking information to the public of like, OL's control over the flow of information is paramount. None of these fucking tribal monkeys should know of our secret information. Okay! Dead! Oh god! On the leg. 80, no!
そんなこと許さないよ。
許さないと。
Oh shit.
私は職務を忠実に至って麻痺しているだけなのだが。
Nah, abuse of power, man. Power corrupts, right? Anytime people are just in better, like, I don't know, they have more power over it, they're gonna treat humans like cruelly like this. This guy is a perfect example of, even if this might be AI utopia, you're gonna have shitty ass fucking people ruining it for everyone else. Brandishing a weapon? On a whim. Bro, the injury is diabolical. Holy shit. Well, looks like pieces of shit like this still exist in this so-called utopia, huh? Because why? Because human beings are involved. At its core, humans are always the source of the problem. You give a human being some power over others, they're gonna treat others like trash. Also, this map here, again, more craters, huh? More craters that hints at the meteor storm. Like, they talked about an earthquake, right? In the beginning of the episode, I think they talked about an earthquake being the source of, like, this disaster. But I think, again, it's meteors, right? The meteor shower that was foreshadowed in the TV, I think it came down and it wiped out a lot of civilization. And I think some people that still had, like global elites, right? People that had, like, resources, specifically, like, people with AI power, right? Maybe even Toa's group, I don't know. I think they took the AI tech and basically established OL, and now they're the ones censoring information and having people pretty much live like just tribal cavemen while they, what are they doing? Enjoying the power, I guess. Train looks good. Is it Akira's fault though? No, it's the guy that snitched, right? He made a decision thinking it was the best thing for his village, but now these two are getting punished along with it. Dispose! Dispose! Yeah, snitching was a bad idea now in hindsight. We thought that the snitching would save them for reporting early, but nah. We were fucked no matter what, huh? Jesus. How about you, bro? How about you? I think you should die too. Yeah, he is. Humans are very monsters. Look at this piece of shit, bro. It's because, again, greedy, corrupt humans, even now, right? What's the purpose of this organization, right? In order to, like, just censor this forbidden tech. That's what but this guy is also using it for his own gain. Is he any better than the fucking tribalistic people that... The assumption here is, oh, you're gonna use this relic and get information that's forbidden. I'm gonna have to kill you all now. But this guy is like, yeah, I'm gonna use the forbidden knowledge to enact my own gain. To further portray that, like, it's just hypocrites. They don't care about their principles that their organization stands for. It's about just individual monkeys that wants to climb the ladder and be better than others. That tongue. The girl! Whoa! Hello! Woo! Let's go! Combo! Oh! That was a stiletto kick, bro. That shit dug into his ass. This couple, he bounced off the ground. Oh, into a combo. Them high heels, though. Hold up, frame by frame analysis. Panty shot? Panty shot right there. Got it right there. Got it right there. 2 frames, right? Right over here. Leading into it. White. And then after the kick, another flash. White. And then boom. Hit it. She's not part of OL? His voice acting is elite. Yeah? She knows the name. Is this Toa? Is this Toa? They can't. Okay. That's a plan. We've been watching Ben 10 recently. They've been saying this shit. Stop saying it can't get any worse than this, right? Surely it's not gonna get you jinxed it.
何でも聞く今より最悪はきっとない手を貸してくれ二人を助けてほしい
コピーでは言ってください
Soundtrack is so hype right now. Oh, she got a barrier. Damn. Yes, that panty shot was necessary. PA Works doing everything to show the shuttle panties, bro. Holy fuck, not just barrier, reflect. God damn. She got a lightsaber? Joe, the movement though. Oh. The music synchro there. That entire scene of her dashing into the target looks sick. But then hear the music. Watch it hold and pause with this moment too. Stop. Hold. Hit. Ooh. Yo, the lightsaber worked though. Ranged attacks. Impact frames. She's so fast. Damn. Smooth like butter. She is just menacing. She's not OL. What the fuck is Outside series? I mean, that's what the name implies. OL is part of the group that has all of the secrets in the tech, but then there's got to be people who had that information but are outside of OL. And she is that. She's somehow using AI tech too. I don't know, it's advanced, but she's not part of OL, and that's what Outside series are. You did not need to kick him there, bro. Nice shot. That's impressive. Luck? I don't know. Where'd he get that from? And that is called a flag. He's gonna outrun a machine gun because you said it. He's like a comical villain. Oh, what? Henshin? Okay. What? That, oh! What the whoa, 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 whoa. I knew that based on episode 1 that PA Works' work, and episode 0, sorry, that like the quality was there, but I didn't realize to what extent they would show off this entire sequence. I mean, this entire fight scene as soon as she showed up was fucking crazy, but bro, what the hell? She like mounts herself into the ground, summons like a fucking bazooka. Look at this shit. She like 3D printed one. And then the coolest part here, to me, is how before the beam even attacks, the heat, look at this shit. The heat, right? The beam isn't even there yet, but the heat of the beam is already so much, it just melts and then hit. Goddamn. That's some railgun shit. Now that's godlike power. I think she's an android, right? She has to be. I mean, you saw the fucking machine-like, you know, object extending out of her body. She must be like the series that Toa was creating. Damn. You an android? Yeah! Yugure. Not Toa, but looks like Toa though, right? She knows his name too. Toa. But it's not Toa. No. LC time? Yo, this episode was fucking cracked. Oh my god. We have the opening here, but we'll probably have the opening and the ending next episode. So we'll do a reaction for that separately. Holy. The pilot episode, episode 0, was already fascinating based on its premise of like AI doomsday stuff. Sci-fi elements regarding AI doomsday. I love stuff like that. And I think it was a very interesting hook. This though furthers onto that with a civilization that's being censored of its information by a ruling organization called OL. So that I already love. I love these type of environments, right? Where civilizations reset, or it's like return to primitive, but there's actually a conspiracy, like a different like elite cabal of people who's controlling the power, and you're basically trying to figure out what is the conspiracy. But even if I enjoyed the story elements, what happened at the end here was something I never could have imagined. Crazy ass Sakuga android fight where the animation quality just exceeded anything that I expected from this show. Like, holy fuck, this is crazy good. This is absolutely a Sakuga moment. God damn. PA Works Fun putting themselves on the map. I mean, they're already like a reputable brand, but like, damn. This is my second PA Works anime that I just, you know, decided to watch out of whim. The last one was Mikadono Sisters, which is so fucking fun. I love that rom-com. You should go check it out. But this one, totally different genre, but just as good, if not better. I think the quality of this is better. That entire sequence right here was amazing. I'm excited to see exactly what the outside series are and how many of these androids exist. What OL is, right? I think, again, it is just an organization that is taken control by like AI, and they're trying to balance out, you know, civilization. And a show like this really makes you question, is this better for mankind? You know, like I've been saying in this episode too about how humans are cancer to the planet, and because we're gone, you know, this planet's doing better. And in terms of like humans also, you know, being capable of being cruel to each other, which is also shown by one of the people part of OL, the fact that we don't have access to weapons of mass destruction, that's probably a good thing, and we could just kind of live in ignorant bliss, collecting fruits and just fucking. Everybody's just having harem orgies and just eating and having fun. That sounds like fun, right? But it's gonna be more to it than that, and we'll see exactly what the theme of this show is and what the moral lessons that the author is trying to convey. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video, check out the other playlist for even more content, and until next time, take care.